And there we go, guys. Again, guys, this is a messy day. Our schedule got cancelled. We hopped into a Gigabyte game of another team, and then we said like, okay, why not we find another game? But that wasn't even too easy. But we found it. We actually got TCN, aka City Nullers, and the Smilers, who are now known after they found a sponsor like under Team Trunk International EU. And there we go. We're in the game.
Yeah, and we already see quite an unconventional first pick being the Timber so there by Team Drunk. Of course, the bands coming out by TCN just very standard, being the Ancient Apparition, just that ultimate. Too annoying, plus the Chilling Touch early on. But of course, Invoker, well, I don't know if you can even need to like say why he's so annoying.
Yep, definitely. And wow, the entire format is so confusing. I'm still combating with my, I don't know, with my homepage sign up here. I hope the stream is now assigned so people can actually see that we're streaming Gigabyte at the moment. If not, I still hope some people find us here. I mean, at the moment, 13 people. Yep, 13 people are in, and maybe with TCN having some fanboys, definitely some more coming in. Anyway, yeah, we see Doom, Visage, Timbersaw, and Dragon Knight. Yeah, as you already said, pretty unusual there for Team Trunk. A Timbersaw first pick and a Dragon Knight right after. That's definitely something unconventional.
I really like that TCN went for a Doom pick after the Timbersaw. Well, I think they would have gone for it anyway, but the Doom on the Timbersaw just renders that hero completely useless in the team fight. The
Yep.
same goes for if Doom can get his ultimate on the Dragon Knight before the Dragon form. So, I mean, this Doom's gonna play a pretty big part in this game.
Yeah, as usual, like when Doom actually gets to play with heroes that have, I don't know, a crucial ultimate or like are just 100% relying on their spells, as a Timbersaw, for example, because Timbersaw right click is just for shit and giggles. So he actually needs his spells, and when they're the disables coming out, so the Doom definitely gonna have a very dominant role here. If he gets it up in time before the burst come out, if he gets it up before a certain ultimate, for example the DK ultimate is coming out. And fast talking about the buttons, like Team Trunk, they don't wanna have the Magnus. Like Magnus, at the moment in the current meta, not that often picked. We saw yesterday one game I think with a Magnus, and it didn't turn out pretty well, to be honest. Bristleback out, Nyx out. Okay, these are standard bans just as well as the Ember. And on the other side we have AA and Invoker. This is absolutely first ban material. This goes even along the pro scene meta here at the moment. And the Rubik, I guess the Rubik not too bad of a ban, considering in the last game of the Gigabyte here the XPC game versus Super Lagged, we saw a Rubik who stole twice, for example, the Doom, and that really flipped back on them. I mean, they lost the game unfortunately, but still, the Rubik steals actually made the game so much harder for the enemy team there. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, just the possibility of the Rubik stealing the Doom is quite annoying already. Or even like the Soul Assumption could do huge amounts of burst as well. But I think Cartesian is most likely going for something else who has like those huge spells that definitely must not be stolen against you. And that third pick is gonna come out rather soon, so
Disruptor!
Disruptor, I mean, I guess you could steal stuff from him as well. Maybe not as big of an impact. Of course, if you grab the Static Storm, it can be really annoying as well as the Glimpse, but I mean, not like the most game-changing things
Timbersaw.
usually.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Disruptor at the moment, I mean, they already have the disable with the Doom, so the Static Storm, I don't know. I mean, we don't know yet what's coming out there for Team Trunk, but yep, Disruptor, I think it's pretty much always good, especially the Timbersaw being such a swift hero when it comes to escapes. So if he chains away, you actually have the opportunity to get him back, and the chains being on cooldown, and then you get the additional right clicks into him. So I actually like the Disruptor pickup just against the Timbersaw, regardless of the Doom being already on the pitch. I mean, if the Doom is used for something else, then you still need something against the Timbersaw, and therefore Disruptor, I mean, besides the silence, the Glimpse is pretty strong. And of course, Glimpse overall, anytime you like are in pursuit of any other hero, a Glimpse is, yeah, becoming so quite handy.
Yeah, and I mean, might be they want the Darkshire to combo up with the Disruptor, but we will see about that. So far, though, Team Drunk, they go for the third pick, being the Vengeful Spirit, now grabbing themselves a support as well, and I mean, it's a decent enough support, goes together with the Dragon Knight somewhat, the minus armor making the Dragon Knight hit harder, and of course, just the ability to swap and save your teammate can make or break a fight. And well, the Vengeance Aura just an extra bonus there.
Yep, definitely. I like the Vengeful Spirit. And like TCN now getting some push potential in their lineup. We have a Lycan. And yeah, well, Lycan plus Disruptor. It's pretty nice because Lycan being fast already, you glimpse something back, you get something ensnared in the kinetic field. So Lycan actually can go for full out there. And on top of that, his creeps, of course. So yep, definitely like it. Then we get a Naga. 4 Team Drunk there.
Yeah,
Farming
at the
Naga.
moment though, I mean, it might be a support. It will depend on their last pick, but I would like it as a farming one more just because that split push coming out from a Radiance Naga, it's ridiculous. And not only the split push, just the amount of farm and the speed the Naga can acquire farm with. It is like, I think it's almost like anti-mage level farm. Just send the illusions, your mirror images everywhere into the jungle, onto the lanes, and Riptide, Radiance Burn, easy money.
Yep, definitely. And I don't know, I think right now we Timbersaw offline, Dragon Knight mid lane, and we see the Naga with a tri lane on the save. That could actually be an option here. At least on my chart at the moment. And I think it wouldn't be too bad because countering the pushing Lycan with split push by the Naga, you have the Dragon Knight, which is very nice against towers as well. That all being like enhanced by the Vengeful Aura. Timbersaw with the burst damage on top, and now getting some nice support that provides maybe some stun or even additional push. I think that actually could work out.
Yeah, it definitely could. And I mean, for Team Drunk, it's pretty nice to have loads of heroes that are a decent Doom target. So that the Doom actually, I mean, sure, he can disable one of those targets, but the other two being, well, let's say he dooms the Timber, so the Dragon Knight and Naga Siren can still just go ham on everybody, or the Naga Siren just save the Timber Saw with the Song of the Siren. So, I mean, whenever you doom somebody and the Naga Siren is there and just has his way with things, he can always Song of the Siren, they wait until the doom ends, they back off for the time being, and then
Yep,
just
exactly.
reinitiate.
Yep, that I was just about to say that because now with the Naga on the pitch, you actually have the Doom in kind of dilemma because you want to doom the Naga so they can't reset the fight with the Song of the Siren. You also want to doom the Timber so the Timber is absolutely useless because there's no right click. And if they go for a push or in a fight, you also want to get a Doom on the Dragon Knight before he actually uses his ultimate. So at the moment you have 3 targets that's definitely worth to put a Doom on, but like what do you go for? The question is like how do they lane it? What's getting like the dominant damage source there for Team Trunk? So I think and the Doom has to make smart and fast decisions there. In the meantime we see a puck being picked there. So we have our mid laner there for TCN and we see a Mirana. Now the question is farming Naga with a Mirana support, like Vengeful Mirana support, or we see a farming Mirana and a Vengeful Naga being support. And I think the latter is the more likely because Ensnare into Arrow into Magic Missile, that's a triple chain stun, and yeah, it can pretty much lock down any target. I think this looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that combination can be just so deadly, like almost nobody can actually evade it. Of course, the puck could, but then again, they won't be up against the puck not early on. So, like every other hero has to be really careful. And if by some means it comes to a tri-lane versus tri-lane situation, then the Lycan actually doesn't offer too much in the fights because he has to run up and close and right click. Sure, his base damage is pretty nice, but I mean, just the fact that he has to run to the targets and right click while in the meantime, all your enemy heroes will just use spells to damage and just attack you from afar. It's really disadvantageous.
Yep, and we go for a fast introduction of the team, guys. We have on the Disruptor at the moment, like all 4 are heading to the safe lane, and on the Visage we have Sisu, Disruptor already mentioned, Mr. Freezer. We have Leon, on, yep, on the Lycan there. Oh, I had to actually read the other name instead. And yeah, we have We on the Doom, and in the mid lane is Arise.
And for the Radiant side, Mirana played by Rage Slav. Rockin playing the Dragon Knight. Malt up on the Vengeful Spirit. Wrecker heading towards the offlane as a Timbersaw who should be solo, but at the moment it's going to be a Timbersaw tri-lane. What? And well, Dr. X is playing on the Naga Siren. Man, do they really want to go, or are they just helping with the creep block early on and
I
then
have no
heading
idea,
bottom?
no, but at the moment it looks like aggressive try for the Radiant side, and conventional try coming out by the Dire side. So, I mean, at the moment we have a lane ward here giving vision into that lane. So, I think Team Trunk just, they feel like, oh my god, we're gonna face a tri lane here and we're not gonna leave the Timber alone. We rather go inside there. But then again, I mean, we just talked about the ensnare magic missile into arrow, like the triple stun setup for the Mirana, and now that they're on the aggressive try, they can't come up with this setup. So it's kind of disappointing because I wanted to see definitely a first blood coming out of this combination.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Maybe the supports from Team Drunk just want to go for the early first blood mid. Help with the creep block early on for the Timbersaw, who actually getting harassed quite a lot here. The Grave Chill coming out by Zizo, doing actually a pretty damn nice job. Timbersaw almost down to half HP. He sits on only 0 armor at the start. That can be a huge problem, but there's the smoke. And can they actually get the kill? The Whirling Death is picked up. Now the smoke gets popped and they get absolutely nothing for it.
Yep, and at the moment the Mirana has absolutely free farm because the Doom starts out in jungle, which is absolutely unexpected. So at the moment, also the wards, we have both wards coming here into the try versus, yep, try plus slash rotating Doom at some point. But I don't know how this is working out for TCN, like leaving that offlane completely unfarmed. I don't know, I don't like the idea. And the Vengeful, they actually catch out the Doom.
No, they can't. There's no ensnare on the Naga Siren. He went for the Riptide for more damage, and Vengeful just can't catch up with anybody almost. Magic Missile doesn't have the longest range, and of course his movement speed isn't the best either, but they're heading towards the mid now. There's the Observer to spot them out, but it might be too late. Arise going actually to a nice direction with the Illusory Orb, and nicely juked there.
Yeah, but he's still not out. He has no TP, so he has to come back. Naga's going one way and Vengeful the other way, so eventually they're gonna spot him out. Yeah, and they saw him. Now the orb actually plays into the mid.
Yeah, I mean, very nicely done. Phase shifting the Riptide as well at the same time. Arise just, guess, showing who's boss in the mid lane. He should have the better lane for mid, definitely just having the range advantage already over the Dragon Knight.
Yep, and we see the Mirana now finally got a guest on his lane. I mean, Mirana 12 and 4 at the moment. He had absolutely free farm. The Doom was starting out in the jungle, but he also got quite an unfortunate creep. I mean, he had Thunderclap now devoured, so that's not quite a help. And there's now the rotation of the Naga and the Vengeful.
Yeah, this Doom should go down. There's the hasted Venge. Can get in range for the Magic Missile. Scorcher went down, but the Magic Missile hits nevertheless. The arrow not used, but the Riptide and some right click should be enough. He's still alive at the moment, but Vengeful.
Yeah,
That haste rune too much.
Yep, definitely. So that's the first blood going to Team Trunk there. And I don't know, TCN's laning really weird. Like the Doom starting out in the jungle, but not getting a proper aura for the laning. Also, no vision coming out whatsoever here. Like there's both observers are in the mid for both teams, and the other two observers are actually here with the focus on the tri lane. The Lycan at the moment farming free, the Puck being dominant over the DK obviously in mid, and the only one who's actually getting something out of this is, I don't know, it's the Mirana. So even though the laning is pretty weird by TCN, but farming wise they come better out of this, I think. Yeah, they definitely do. Oh, and we have Timbersaw being in trouble.
Yeah,
There
that howl just too much for him to handle, and level 2 Glimpse has enough range to bring him back from the... No, he didn't even have a Timber Chain, so... Just falling down there. I mean, that first point in Whirling Death was really naive by him with the first smoke that failed. And thanks to him, that Whirling Death now, He had definitely to get the reactive armor, but since he's only level 2, he hasn't gotten any point in Timber Chain, and with that he might have gotten away. It's not 100% when the glimpse is involved, but definitely would have stood a better chance.
Yep, definitely. And I don't know, like, it's also the 0 armor he starts up with. It's the Soul Assumption just doing so much damage, and yeah, they want to capitalize on it, and they want to already start the tier 1 push, so they force Team Trunk into some rotations, but the Timber, he needs farm, especially early. He needs that Arcane Boot starting to get a couple kills then, so then the Timber actually gets scary. But yeah, at the moment, the only scary thing on TDI's side here is the Mirana. She will free farm, already face boots up, and yeah, we just heard the tower fell. Absolutely expected.
Now the Howl goes out as well. Actually, they want to go for the tier 2 as well before the rotations come in. And I think actually they might be able to do it with a Rise, keeping the Dragon Knight occupied in the mid lane. Although the Puck has to be careful now the Dragon Knight hits level 6. If there's a stun not to a Rise, he might fall down. But this tier 2 tower already down to almost half HP.
Yep, and now we see the rotations, but Mirana has to leave her farming lane, and look at the Naga. Naga being somewhere in the jungle now, trying to do some stacking, but in the meantime, like, all this nice XP and all these last hits just going into the tower there. It's I don't know, the rotation not really effective. Okay, they brought...
Oh, mid lane silence with the Dream Coil on the Dragon Knight, but he got away from the tower range, and Puck, I mean, just completely wasting the ultimate. He was nowhere near close to killing the Dragon Knight.
Yep, and Doom rotated back now to the safe lane. He's like, okay, Mirana's gone, I can go. And Mirana is actually heading back now as well, so this was just a little scary push there, I guess, and I just wanted to bring him back. And the arrow came out, but yeah, totally missing there.
Yeah, he really wanted to go super aggressive. Mirana has the level 3 Starstorm, so actually it would have been enough, but now the bottle came for the Doom, and Lycan gets the kill on the Timbers on the top lane in the meantime. Wow.
Yep, Klinks... Oh, yeah, Klims came actually out, and yeah, absolutely unexpected again.
Oh, bottom lane, Doom getting ensnared up. There's the leap Starstorm by Mirana, and finally they kill the Doom, and Doom's actually only level 4, almost 5, but still 6.5 minutes in, he would want more. Then again, TCN might get the tier 2. Lycan doesn't have any mana for the Wolves.
They're missing a creep wave, and the rotations are coming right now. We have Timbersaw coming back and Avengeful now as well, but still, like... The problem is that the Disruptor at the moment is absolutely out of mana.
Yeah, and so is the Lycan. I mean, finally he gets his Ring of Basilius from the Courier, but because he didn't have it, none of his teammates had the mana regen either, so he just went for Power Threads first. Oh, Dragon Knight actually popping his ultimate. He might get the tower because of it. I don't think he actually will, because Arise dealing with the counter push.
Yep, it just ran out, so... But he still got the poison debuff on the tower, so doing slight damage there. And Mirana is still pushing here and farming. So Mirana now the 3rd in the CS actually.
Yeah, not doing too bad, but I mean, looking at the nerf net worth, he's still 1k behind the Lycan. Most of it, of course, is because of that tower kill, which Lycan got the last hit for as well, and Lycan has been part of 2 kills. So looking pretty nice for him. Getting close to the Vladimir's offering, and I don't think this tier 2 on this bottom lane, or top lane rather, will stand for long.
Yeah, but I still don't know what's the emphasis there. Like, TCN wants to keep up this laning, occasional push in the top lane, and I don't know, now they want to go on the Dragon Knight, but yeah, he spots out the Visage, so he will definitely go back. There's a new Observer Board coming out in mid, the old one expired, but I still don't know what's the game plan. Occasionally pushing on the tier... Like on the tier 2 here, trying to force some rotations, but then again Naga and Mirana now decided, okay, let's go for this tower, and they have to rotate.
Oh, the Dream Coil comes out and 2 men, the silence onto the Naga as well. He didn't catch the Mirana, the arrow misses. He joins out actually, the Mirana might go down, there's the Thunderstrike, he leaps away, but the glimpse is there and he dies mid-glimpse. They're going for the Naga now, they should be able to chase him down with the haste. Illusory Orb, nicely dodged by the Naga, but in the end will fall down.
Yep,
just
that's
to
also
the right
some
click.
nice gold there for the Disruptor. So that was 2 for a tier 1. I don't know if this strafe was definitely worth it. And at the moment, Lycan can stand alone on his lane against the Timber.
And
Because
Doom is coming in from behind as well.
Yep, but Timber got nothing.
Oh, they're going for the chase. Will there be a Timber? So the Doom comes out. But will they have a slow? Will there be the War Stomp? They don't even need it. Lycan gets to kill the War Stomp. Still not used. Finally coming out on the Dragon Knight. Malt is there. Magic Missile on the Doom. I think he will go down. No movement speed. Scorched Earth just ended. He's wasting as much gold as possible. Did finish up his face boot now, but in the end will fall down. But he's wasting precious time for 3 heroes.
But he actually didn't lose a single coin of gold there. He actually just wasted their time. He bought a smoke and finished up his face boot. So overall, they get another kill there. TCN and some damage on the tower.
Yeah, the
Mirana
tower will
is
get
gonna deny
denied
it though. Yep, there comes the deny out. So I don't know, TCN, I declared their laning as kinda weird, and TDI actually got quite some kills at the start, but now it pays off at the moment. The Mirana, the only one on the pitch being farmed. DK, I don't know, nothing's really coming out of this DK at the moment. The Timber, absolutely, oh my god. This is a 9 minutes Timber Saw with brown boots, stout shield, and like 2 little consumables.
Oh, the glimpse with the Static Storm comes out of the Timber Saw now as well. The Blink, Silence, Fire Rise, catches with the Vengeful Spirit with the Dream Coil as well, and
yeah, that's
my god,
very
this
nice
Timber Saw
positioning there. The Timber just doesn't get into the game. He got nothing. Like, he could even do something if he was level 6 or something, but no. He won't even get that level 6 done. Wherever he goes, he instantly dies. He has 0 armor still. And he's so far away from Arcane Boots, that's not even funny. We talk about almost 11 minutes.
He's been shut down just so hard, and now Lycan, level 7, Power Treads, Vladimir as well as Medallion finished up.
Oh, and
he's heading towards Roche.
Disruptor. TP is actually getting interrupted, but Naga now blocked in by the creeps.
Actually, Disruptor just running away, the Glimpse. Will it be used? No, he uses the mana for the kinetic field, which makes sense as well, and it buys him enough time to run away.
Very nice juking. A bit luck there for the Disruptor as well, since Naga was blocked by the creeps. And yeah, 2 fields actually blocking the Naga in or out, either way you want to see it, and Disruptor actually gets away. Where's the Sunstrike?
Yeah, unfortunately they don't have any. The Puck even wanted to go down to maybe sneak a support kill, but now forced to head towards mid, although they were late there as well. The tower got claimed. Arrow actually hits Puck. Will the Dragon Knight get there? I don't think so. The leap misses as well. Starstorm still hits, but the second bounce doesn't come out. Finally the Dragon Tail is there. That's actually one of the easiest kills on the Puck that you could ask for.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't blink after his phase shift. Like, he had it there, and I actually thought he's gonna just shift blink out, but
the shift is only 0.75 seconds at the moment.
But still.
So I think the blink dagger was just disabled from the damage. Well, not sure, but anyway, he got killed. But Lycan will get Roche for it nevertheless, so not too bad of a trade in the end. Vengeful finally spots it out, but there's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, also pretty interesting to see that the Lycan actually rushed the Vladimirs and a Medallion right after, instead of having that on the Visage, because the Visage has 1,400, 1,500. He could have bought that Medallion, and I think the Medallion on a Visage is definitely more worth it, like at least in my world of Dota. But maybe they have another game plan. Maybe the Lycan wants to go for a minus armor build. Maybe we see I don't know, the Desolator coming out there on top.
Yeah, Visage is just rushing the Aghanim Scepter straight, whereas Disruptor went for a Hand of Midas. I was hoping for a fast mech by him, but I guess Hand of Midas will get him the mech eventually. There's the silence on the Dragon Knight, but no Dream Coil used. Just some flashy blink in, silence, and walk out like a boss.
Yep. I actually thought they're gonna do something because we saw 4-man grouping up in mid, but the moment they just rotate, I think they want to get the Mirana.
Yeah, the arrow flies actually, but the blink is there, silenced by a rise. Dream Coil not used yet, finally comes out. So even if Mirana leaps, she will get stunned. Static Storm is there now, and yes,
nothing she can do. I think, to be honest, her chances were better trying to leap and hope that the Glimpse doesn't get him actually back into the Static Storm, but well,
it would have been better, I think, as well. Oh, now mid lane, Dragon Knight trying to escape. The Doom goes out. Lycan popping his ultimate form as well. They don't have the slows, but they will have the right clicks once Lycan catches up. The Wolves are there. Now the Medallion actually might come into play with the minus armor. Yeah, the tower hitting as well, and Lycan
Yeah.
gets the kill.
He's just kiting, buying some time, but eventually he has to go down. There's a regeneration spawning. Someone is gonna be really happy about it. It's not vengeful. Oh, actually, it is vengeful. Yep. They don't pick it up.
Yeah, and I thought that the Vengeful at least might get punished for the insolence of taking away the rune from TCN.
And now Disruptor actually has a hand of Midas, so a very greedy Disruptor coming out. TCN actually thinks they have the game already, so now they can go on the safe side. The Lycan has the farm, they have the supports, the Disruptor being involved in almost every kill there. They're gonna get soon the third tier 1 down, and yep, they can go greedy. So even if something bad happens in a team fight, they still have the Midas running. And we see also the first Necro 1 coming out by the Lycan, so yep, we go for standard build on him.
Oh, there's the stun on the Visage. Will there be anything more? The Ensnare hasn't come out yet. He had the Song of the Siren, he uses it well as well. They catch free. The Moonlight Shadows used just in case. Will there be a chakram by the Timber? So yes, there will arise. Immediate phase shift and blink out. They leave the tomb to die. But it's only a given. Just losing one hero from that initiation is pretty nice. For TCN that is, and Dragon Knight wants some more. They don't have 4 staffs, unfortunately.
But yep, this is I mean this is a 5 on 3. They get the Doom, okay, but under the use of what? Moonlight Shadow and the Naga Song coming out, and in the meantime Lycan just farming away. The Lycan now leading the CS with 102 to 14, and I think it's time to show the net worth. Yeah, Lycan and Puck at the moment leading the net worth, and yeah, I think to Lycan with a Necro 3, I don't see anything in Team Trunk's setup that can actually stop a Necro 3 at the moment. Maybe
yeah, at the
DK
moment it will be hard. The Timber Saw can maybe burst them down, but he will die in return. And will they catch Lycan at least one time? No, just a howl of terror to say like, oh, I'm here, Lycan, notice me. But Lycan just doesn't care that there's a Vengeful Spirit at all. And actually I think there will be a Dagon coming out by the Puck. Yep. Just bought the level 1 recipe, oh god.
Yeah, this is a level 1 Dagon coming out by... Oh, and I think they might find the Vengeful.
Yeah, Vengeful. If there's a Grave Chill...
Yep.
Yeah, the Grave Chill hits as well. Now the Familiars right clicks with the Medallion. The stuns one by one. Lycan even summons the Wolves just in case. And the Soul Assumption finishes the job. There's the Dragon Tail though, under the tower. After the Ensnare, Necrobook 1 or 2 rather, even pop now. And Dragon Knight Thunderstrike will get the kill. Nice Ensnare, but no kinetic field to keep the Naga Siren in the Static Storm. But he might go down nevertheless. There's still people chasing him. And Soul Assumption, no it's not enough.
Limbs being 6 seconds. Oh, and the Disruptor going full-time greedy here.
Oh yeah, he's under the tower, he might go down, he tries to TP away, should be safe. And the Naga dies to the Necrobook.
Yeah, very nice. The Necrobook and the Thunder... Is it Thunderstrike, Thunderstorm? I never know.
Strike.
It's Thunderstrike, yeah. Thunderstrike actually, yeah, the damage is enough. And he, like a boss, just under the tower, I'm TPing out the Naga not having enough damage, so, yep. So, it's looking absolutely grim at the moment for Team Trunk. TCN got full control of the game, and on top of that they have Midas's running on the support even. That's, yeah, it's pretty sick. And I think it's a matter of time till they say hello to the last tier 2 here in mid.
Yeah, TCN, they didn't even lose the Aegis on the Lycan. I was pretty sure they might lose that, but just held on to it. The support rotations coming in, and Puck just wants to kill somebody with the Dagon.
Yeah, the problem at the moment is also the DK in the mid. I mean, we talk about a 17 minutes game where till like minute 13 or something, he just TP'd a bit around, but mostly got, mostly never left his mid. So he got a Ochre Club, PTs, a bottle on a stick. That's pretty much all he had on top of his starting items. So it's also not really...
Oh god, this Timber Saw, my Mirana, I mean, getting doomed up. The kinetic field by Disruptor as well, just in case. He wrapped around from the backside. Yep. He was smoked up and...
Easy kill there for the Doom. And I was wrong at the draft. I was like, oh, the Doom is gonna have like a dilemma on who to put it. But like at the moment there's no team fights coming up. Like Team Trunk is giving TCN definitely opportunities to get, I don't know, little small side kills somewhere. Someone is always leaving the base, like Mirana being confident she can leap away. But the Disruptor and the Doom both actually destroy this illusion of a Mirana that can actually roam around freely or even farm somewhere. Even the Puck at the moment, with the burst damage he got, the silence, and in case the Mirana leaps away, there's another Dream Coil waiting for him. The Mirana can't go alone anymore.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Team Drunk are just confined to the small space of like maybe the big camp at the hill and just their own base pretty much. If they go any further, they're very likely to get picked off.
There's a nice arrow there on the Disruptor, fishing a bit, but stun already running out. And yeah, as I said, they say hello to the tier 2, and I don't see
Howl
anything.
gets popped as well. Oh, it just drops
With
so
the
damn
Howl.
fast.
It's crazy the damage. Like, look at the Wolves. The Wolves doing almost 100 damage per hit, plus the chance to crit. I don't even want to talk about minus armor. If minus armor is coming out on any of those targets with the medallion they have, and yep, that's pretty sick.
I think they might just wait for the next Aegis now, or next Roshan rather, to respawn. I mean, Necrobook about to time out rather soon. They actually have all their other ultimates, so they could still easily go Doom. Back off cooldown once again. He's going to shop for something, no, just push out the lane. In the meantime, Disruptor only 200 gold away now from finishing up the Aghanim Scepter. 20 minutes in.
Oh, and we see a Moonlight Shadow into a Dust, so I don't know. This is a strange decision, but...
Arrow flies, it hits the Vicious as well. That should be at least one kill for sure. Nobody's coming to help, and Zizo just dies to the Vengeful Spirit, but I mean, getting one support, it's not that huge of a deal for TCN at the moment.
Considering you used... I don't know why they used Dust and the Mirana ulti at the same time. It's kind of double wobble. But, I don't know, maybe they wanted to go 100% sure. I mean, they had the vision here, so that's why they even saw that the Visage was farming their jungle. But TCN at the moment, they don't care because they know, look at all the lanes, they're pushed out. They can farm solo anywhere. The hero's just getting stronger and stronger. We see a level 2 Dagon on the Puck, and the level 3 will be on the way pretty much soon. The Lycan is farming alone, and I don't want to even see what's coming here. I think there is a BKB soon on the way. Is there? Oh, the Visage also finishing Aghanim Scepter now, so...
Yeah, they have just so many items. Of course, they are almost 20k ahead of Team Drunk.
Yeah, this is
in the gold
15k
department.
experience and almost, yeah, way above 15k in gold as well. So TCN can, I don't know, just lean back, and it's Team Drunk who has to take the initiative. They have to get something. They have to take those heroes who farm solo somewhere on a lane now. They have to get those hero kills. But yeah, I mean, look at this. TCN absolutely playing cool. Now they get Roshan.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't pop the Necro for it. They have enough damage just with the Wolves and the right clicks easily. Just save the Necro for the push coming after the Roche. I mean, yeah, he's doing it as well, so totally agree with that decision. They have no rush with the Roche. I mean, Team
And
Drunk,
actually,
they're
they
nowhere near
smoked
to
up,
coming
but
in.
like it will be far off the timing for Roshan. Like there's no way they can contest. They could maybe look to get something, but at the moment here, the Familiars are scouting out, and now they got.
They run in, Mirana is first, the arrow goes onto Zizo, but there's the static storm, kinetic field, catching 2 Dream Coil, catching 3 on top of that Naga Siren, bursted down, Vengeful dropping as well, Dragon Knight doomed up before his ultimate, and Visage killing off the Mirana, the Dagon, doing a lot of damage there as well.
The Timber, the lone survivor, but oh my god. He's still running, but the GG is already called out by his teammates. Nothing he can do.
Yeah,
The full team wipe. Team Chunk, they put up a quite nice fight at the start, but TCN absolutely in control the entire game. They dominated their lanes. Lycan got free farm. They had nice rotations, early pushes on a tower, and of course on the dire side, a easy Roshan every single time. Yeah, they just farm better, rotate better, and yeah, overall you just finish a game. Anyway guys, this broadcast was brought to you by Heflatv. If you like it, please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. Mostly on Twitch, please. And yeah, with me is Coucher today, so thanks for casting with me. And I don't know if we look for another game or not. I'm gonna keep the stream up for a couple of minutes and let's see. Today is a very messy schedule, but I still hope you enjoy it.